Hey guys, happy Wednesday, ending the hump on a high. So, I am Heather Ann Pettit, and I am the co founder of Team Fearlessly Made. And I personally, and on behalf of all of us, want to welcome you in joining myself and whoever else invited you into this group tonight. And what I'm hopefully going to break down for you is just exactly what being a lifestyle coach means. Because whether you have been asked before in the past, whether it has been something on your mind, you've been curious about, whatever it may be, hopefully I can break that all down for you tonight and just give you it as it is. I'm not a person to sugarcoat anything. I know that when I'm trying to make a decision, I want to know all the facts. I want to know what it takes, what's all involved, what does it exactly mean, and what is it going to take from me? Because if it isn't contributing to my life in a positive way and going to be more hassle than anything, then I don't want to have any part of it because I'm already busy the way it is. I'm a full-time right now. I never used to be. I am a full-time stay-at-home mom with two young girls under the age of 4. So my life is a busy. So I have notes here because I'm a person that tends to get off on tangents, and I want to keep this as streamlined as possible because I know your time is valuable and I want to honor that. And I truly appreciate you taking the time to join me tonight. So if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm checking my notes. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything and that I stay on track. And we keep this hopefully with under 30 minutes. So, what does it exactly mean to be a lifestyle coach? So, whoever invited you into this group, I'm not sure what they call it because we all have different terms for it because we all see different paths in what it means to be a coach. The general term is coaching, and it is through Team Beachbody. If you know of Team Beachbody, you've ever heard of it, do you have a program on your shelf? If you are aware of Beachbody, comment below here and let me know that you're on and what has been your favorite aspect of Beachbody if you're already a part of the community. If not, just stay tuned and listen. So, what exactly does it mean to be a lifestyle coach? So, I will tell you what it is not. It does not mean you have to sell anything, nor should you feel like you ever have to sell. It doesn't mean that you immediately, the moment you decide, yes, I want to do this, I want to try this, I want to see if I can do anything with it, you don't become a billboard for Beachbody. By no means do you become a billboard. You actually become your own brand, which is pretty cool. And I think one of the rarities when it comes to a network marketing business, which we are. But I will tell you, since I started my coaching journey, all in, and I'll get into here shortly what my story is. I never for once ever got the feeling or felt like I was working for an MLM, because you have to understand my background is I came from a home of, there was 4 of us. It was my dad, my mom, myself, and my younger brother. And my mom has been working in another MLM since I basically was born. And so she's been doing it for 35 years. Yes, I'm 35. And I know how she approaches her business. And that was her passion. That was her baby. It still is. She's still doing it. But the way that she approaches her business was a way that I never thought I would be doing it, never wanted to do it. She was a person that has, and still is she's very one track mind. It's her way or the highway. God bless her. I love her to death. But she is only about her world and what she is about. And it was a very salesy approach. And that's what I always thought these type of opportunities would be until I found this. So it does not have to be a full-time commitment by any means, nor are you required to reach any level, hit any numbers, hold quoted anything, not do anything that you aren't comfortable with. Because like I said, this is your opportunity to run with it as you wish. And it is all about owning what success means for you. Not me, not anyone around you. What does success mean for you? So before I even get into this, if you're coming into this saying, you're not happy in your current situation, or you feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck, or you have these bills piling up, or you want to take that vacation down the road, or you're now becoming a family and you want to start saving for your child's education, whatever your goals are, and you're just trying to find that one special thing to maybe contribute to it in some way. What are those goals? I would love to hear from you. Comment below here. And what goals do you have for yourself? Regardless if this is the answer or not, we all have goals. We all have dreams and what we want to work for, whether it's we're trying to get that success in what we currently have, but we feel like it's going to take us a lot longer to get there and we just have to be patient. But if there is an opportunity out there to help get us there quicker and do it the right way, what is that? What are your goals in your life? Anything, health related, fitness related, family related, business related. What are your goals? So, what is lifestyle coaching? So, it is a way to incorporate health, happiness, and more prosperity into your life. It's a way to fulfill a passion or a mission, or just create a bigger life purpose and leave a great legacy for all those that follow you. I am diving into right now incredible. So I'm Catholic. A little bit of background on me. I'm Christian. I'm Catholic, and I'm diving into a great basically email series that gets sent to me every morning, and I kind of get to read it before I get my day going. And the one this week was like, oh my God, this speaks to me, and this is perfect to share with all of you. But it truly is. What is your mission in life? Do you know if you have a mission? What's your reason for getting up and out of bed every morning? What's your reason for going through your day? Are you truly in love with what you do? Or do you feel like there's something missing? And I feel like coaching can be an outlet to make that mission, that purpose, that passion, whatever it is, come to life. It can be a path to help, like I said, other passions come to life. So, you can currently still be doing what you do. You don't have to quit it. If you love your job, I commend you, because I was in that place. I loved my job when I did get out of college, and then it slowly fizzled out. But then over time, I realized, hey, I have these other passions that can come to life. So maybe it's that one thing to just dive yourself into. Maybe your cup isn't being filled every day. You're missing that one thing. So what is that one thing? And it's a community of nonstop positivity, personal development, of mainly, or at least our team is majority women. We do have a couple men on the team. And it just makes you a better person all around. It truly has blessed my life with incredible positivity, because I used to be in an environment with a lot of that corporate BS and days where I dreaded going to work. But I will say, when this opportunity came into my life, I never expected it to come to this point where I'm at now being home full time with 2 girls, and basically considering myself a full-time working mom, but I work my day around my girls' schedule, my family schedule. So I get to be present on my terms and not by someone else's. And I get to be working for my dreams rather than someone else's. So that in itself is just something I never imagined, and kind of feel like it's that gift from above that I've always wanted, never thought I could have. So a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm 35. I have lived in and around the Cleveland area, Ohio, since I was born. I've lived in Ohio my whole life. I'm married. We have 2 young girls. They are currently 3.5 and then 15 months. And I went to school for a degree in fine arts, but I specialized in graphic design. And I worked as a graphic designer for a little over 10 years. And I thought that was the job. That was what was going to give me the paycheck. That's what possibly I could do someday from home if I chose to, so I could be present with my family when I started to raise one, because I could freelance. And in the last company I was with, that was the company I thought I was going to retire from. And I was going to be with until age 65. And it's funny how life changes on a dime. And for what changed with me was becoming a mother. And I always knew in the back of my head, long before college, like even high school days, I always had this inkling and something in my heart saying, I want to be home with my kids someday. Not knowing how many I'd have, not knowing the financial situation I'd be in, but that was always something I was passionate about and believed that I wanted for myself and my family, because my mom was a stay-at-home mom. Like I said, she was working for this other business, and that gave her the opportunity to come home. But I didn't know how. And for me, at the time, I felt graphic design, that's what I'm going for, that's what the degree says, that's what I'm going to pursue, knowing that maybe down the line I could make it my own and be able to work from home. But through all of that, and it wasn't until I had my first daughter that it was like these revelations happened. And I began to think and ponder and pray and wonder, is this really where I want to be until I'm 65? Is this the career I want to be? Is this the company I want to be at? Is this the work that is meaningful to me, that truly is going to fulfill me from now until 65? And knowing that I still have to drop my kids off at daycare, and then they'll be in school, and then they're in all their activities, and I'm missing out on those precious years that you can't get back. And the way my job was, I was working 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to 7, and then we had our busy time of year where it'd be all hours and unpredictable hours. And I had a huge chunk of the year, usually around the holidays, where I wouldn't see much of my family. And the holidays were my favorite time. Christmas is my favorite time of year. And I was missing out on those special moments that I wanted to create with my family, like I had when I was a kid. And all of that rushed through my head, and it was during that time that I remembered I had this opportunity. So when Beachbody came into my life, I was just newly married. We were getting married, I should say, into the newlywed phase. And I had always been very passionate about health and fitness. But I would say when I was younger, it was for unhealthy reasons and unhealthy ways, and I wasn't doing it correctly. Like I was that teenager into her 20s that got hooked on the diet pills, that would starve herself between meals because I thought not eating is how you would lose weight. And I never had a lot of weight to lose. I am a 5'2" framed girl, very petite. I have curves. It's just not how my body is. And my body naturally has muscle on it from all the years of dance and cheerleading and active activities like that. So my body is not meant to be what I thought it should have been, but I was trying to reach that point of perfection. And it wasn't until Beachbody came into my life that educated me or got me on the train to be educated, because I thought I was doing everything right. I thought, working out 2 to 3 hours in the gym, sweat until my clothes were soaked, that was the only way I could achieve results or maintain results. And for that to be maintenance mode, that isn't healthy. That isn't living. That isn't right. And I wasn't enjoying life. It was becoming more of a burden than just a way of life, a lifestyle that can travel with you through any season of life you're in. And when I met my now husband, he saw this passion in me. He saw that I loved working out. I was very consistent with it. That's never been an issue for me. And he's like, well, maybe you should start teaching classes, because I was starting to get into that mode at my job where it wasn't that fulfilling. It was feeling monotonous. I wasn't passionate about the work I was designing. And he's like, well, maybe you're supposed to teach. There's something about you that belongs in the fitness industry. So I did. I got certified to teach, and I did. I taught boot camp classes. I taught kickboxing. I taught dance aerobics class. And I did that for a couple years. But towards the end of that, I started to realize that wasn't fulfilling me enough where I thought it would have. Because now I'm teaching these women. I love the accountability of it. I love the energy of the live class, because I got hooked on that feeling when I was in college and going to my own live classes and getting fulfilled by that energy that the women were putting off in the class. And now here I was on the other side of things. But for me personally, it was almost taking away from my own journey. And that was disappointing to me, because now instead of focusing on my own fitness journey, I was taking time on developing routines and figuring out what I was going to teach, and it became almost overwhelming to me. So I slowly found my way out of that, became pregnant. Fast forward, we got a house, we got pregnant, had my first daughter. I'm on maternity leave with her. I had 3 months maternity leave, 12 weeks. And it was during that time when I realized I had this opportunity, because back in 2012, I saw a simple ad pop into Facebook for a program called Focus T25. And those of you that are familiar with Shaun T, he is Mr. Insanity himself. This was his newest program at the time. And what caught my eye was it was 25 minutes, 5 days a week, all from home. And we were in money saving mode at that time. We were trying to save everything we could for the wedding, in addition to whatever we wanted to accomplish after we got married. So we wanted to start saving for a house and all of that. And I wasn't fulfilled with the gym I was going at the time. So basically, I said, I'll forego that, but let me try this. So knowing it had a full money back guarantee for the first month, I was like, what do I have to lose? And, I'm willing to try it. I love Shaun T, and I know that he delivers results. It's just a matter of if I choose to be consistent with it. So I dedicated myself to those 3 months of that program, and I found myself in the best shape of my life, more than any personal trainer, class, machine at the gym did for me. I achieved muscle and a body shape that I never thought I could have. And I was hooked. And from then, I began to analyze my nutrition and how food fueled the body and what made me feel good and how sleep interacts with that. And I became a student. I dove into personal development and podcasts and reading articles online and magazines and just becoming knowledgeable about how truly fitness and nutrition work in harmony if they're done in the right way. And I was living and loving the lifestyle. And it was during that time that my coach reached out to me, because she found me through social media after being connected to me from just investing in that one simple program. And she saw that I was sharing my journey basically on Facebook at the time. And she asked me, have you ever considered doing a little bit more with this, because there is an opportunity there. And I ended up turning her down 4 times before I finally said, you know what, I will take on the coach membership, the coach discount, strictly for a discount, because I was in love with the nutrition supplement that came with the program, and I wanted to at least continue that. And so I had that. Not really even thinking twice about an opportunity at this point, just doing my own thing. So like I said, it wasn't until I had my first daughter that I began to realize, I have this opportunity in my back pocket. It's something that I could do from home. I dove into understanding the financial aspect of it, I guess you could say, and what the possibilities are. And I got really excited. And I basically talked to Kurt, my husband at that time, he is my husband till now. I talked to Kurt and said, you know what? I think there's something here. And I think it fulfills everything that I've always wanted when it comes to taking my passion for health and fitness and helping others achieve theirs as well. But then also have this opportunity to still have me provide, because we still needed that second income. We still needed a second income coming into the house. But it wouldn't have been, it never has been, it still isn't, the reason why I chose to go all in on this opportunity. It started as a hobby, but it has slowly become a full-time thing. But it was never because of money. I continue telling everyone that crosses my path, like, if I don't make a dime doing this, I'm okay, because it's the joy of connecting with friends and acquaintances from my past, my present, and people that I have never met before, but are relatable, are living the same lifestyle, are dealing with the same struggles. And we become almost professional I had the word earlier, what I wanted to share with you, but like, we appreciate the relationship. And that's what I love. Like, I love just getting to know people and understanding where they're coming from, what they want to achieve, because we all deserve to be happy. Oh my God, do we? Life is way too short. And if we aren't living and loving the life that we truly love, getting up and out of bed every day, then something needs to change. And for me to at least provide some spark of positivity or something like that into someone's life, and to hear thank you and to see them get excited on reaching goals, whatever that may be, it's just so rewarding. And that in itself is why I still coach. I've been now coaching 3 years, whereas it started as a hobby and slowly has worked into what it has now. but it has become way more than I ever could imagine. And never did I think I could get to this point, but it has given me that fire inside to actually have big goals and dreams, because now I am in the driver's seat of how those things come to life. Whereas if I was still at my corporate job, and I'm not saying you have to leave what you currently have, but if you have big goals and dreams and knowing that it may or may not happen where you currently are, this could be the avenue to get you to that point. And it has given me the passion to make big goals and dreams and continue having visions of where I see myself and my family and down the road. And I'm in control of that. That's what's really cool is, like I said earlier, I'm building my dream for me rather than building someone else's dream for their big picture. So that's really cool. So let me look at my notes here. Invited, yep. But yeah, so I feel like it's funny how things work, whether you believe in a higher power or not. But I feel like he knew, God knew what was on my heart a long time ago, and he planted the seed a long time ago, but it didn't come to life until it did when I was on maternity leave, and it has continued growing. So I totally understand that there's a time and a place for everything, and something may not be right for you right now, but it doesn't mean that it would never be. And I think that goes with anything in life. So, whether you're considering this, the more you listen to this, it's something that you can always keep in the back of your head. It's something you can say, you know what, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see where it takes me, but I'd rather try than never know. Or I'd rather try and fail than fail to even have that feeling to see if I could have done it, that kind of thing. So I'm going to quickly dive into some of the stuff because like I said, I'm a person that lays it all out. I want you to be educated on everything. So I want to give you a little bit of history on the company because you deserve to know that. So the history of Team Beachbody started back in '98. So Carl Deichler, John Congdon, two men out of California, they developed this company called Million Dollar Body back then. And they started with just a couple programs. So like the originals, there's like P90X, Insanity, Turbo Jam, Slim and Six. So if you've ever heard of those, anyone, if you have the program on your shelf, that is Beachbody. And their purpose and mission was to just help people create healthy, fulfilling lives. And they know that everyone lives busy, hectic, crazy schedules. And it's far busier now than it was back in '98 because we're always connected to something, and we always feel like we're needed and always nonstop from the moment we get up to the moment we go to bed. And they saw this as a niche market to help people achieve those goals if they were training with the best of the best trainers in the gym for hours on end during the week and bring that mentality into their own home and make their home the healthiest place. And back then it was VHS, which then had turned into DVD. And now we have basically Netflix for fitness, which is Beachbody On Demand. So it has evolved since '98. But it was basically to give people a solution to say, yeah, I could still fit in a healthy lifestyle from home on my time, my schedule as it fits in. So they developed this company, and they also had these online message boards at the time. And they started to see people interacting with one another from all over the U.S. and people that have never known each other from Adam, but they're encouraging one another, they're inspiring one another, they're motivating, saying, you can do this, let's keep going, let's have a challenge together. And they started to get the gears turning and thinking, okay, maybe there's an opportunity here. And through those message boards and figuring it all out, that's where the network was formed. And the network is us as coaches. We are independent of one another. Yes, we have, certain guidelines, and there's a policy and procedures manual. There's things you can do and can't do. But basically, we become our own entity. And we should not, and nor do I ever encourage any of my women on my team to become a billboard for Beachbody, because that to me is salesy, and I am not about the sale. I'm about sharing in the lifestyle, because we all want to do better, live better, eat better, work out better, just be happier. And we're about sharing that lifestyle with others to hopefully just inspire them to take action. Whether they choose to come to us or not, we get to be that bright light in their life. in their social news feed, in the workplace, whatever it is. We get to be that inspiration. And sorry, that's my daughter down there. Hopefully they don't interrupt. But it's that peer-to-peer support that I truly feel creates that great accountability. And accountability you can't get anywhere else. You know, you can go to a gym, pay money for a personal trainer. You may be intimidated by the personal trainer. You may be intimidated by everyone else around you. You feel like you don't belong. You feel like you're behind. And when you connect with people that are like-minded, just like you, in the same lifestyle and realm of life with all the craziness, like, it gives you hope that if they can do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, anyone else can do it. And it's that ripple effect of just creating a web of inspiration for everyone. Through that, Team Beachbody Live forms. So that's basically taking the home fitness and putting it out into the gyms. And actually, if you have a local gym, check them out. See if they offer any Team Beachbody programs as live classes. They're awesome. I've taught them. I've been in them as a student. They're incredible energy. The music's fantastic, and you get a great workout. But right now we are a network over 350,000 strong, and we spread throughout the US, Canada, and now the UK as of last October. So we are expanding. So anyone that ever tells you the market is oversaturated, you feel like, there's no way that you would stand out, you're totally wrong, because we are just tapping the surface on what is possible, because our mission is helping an epidemic that is still growing, and that is the epidemic of obesity and unhealthy habits in the country today. We're all so inundated with busy lifestyles. We're eating and drinking things that are convenient rather than good for us. We're bombarded with prescriptions and doctors and what's right, what's not right. We're breathing in, polluted air. Like, all of that contributes to our lifestyle and our health. And we get to take a chunk out of that and inspire and help other people to just live better lives in some way. Not to go all in, but just take small steps at a time, and just know that those small steps taken over time will add up to bigger lifetime life goals, life results that truly can lead them to living longer, healthier, happier lives. We offer now over 600 workouts that, like I said, we've started on VHS and now we've gone all the way to digital, which is Beachbody On Demand. And it's basically Netflix for fitness. You can access your workouts anytime, anywhere, as long as you have Wi-Fi source, so phone, tablet, computer, even some smart TVs. Like for me, I stream my workouts through Apple TV every morning in my basement. If I travel, go somewhere, I take my computer or tablet, and I can download up to a couple workouts into that app, or I can use the Wi-Fi on it and still get my workout in wherever I'm at. And you get everything. You get the workout, you get the nutrition plan, you get meal plans, you get your own cooking show to go along with those meal plans. Excuse me. There are guidelines and guides to follow, in addition to the peer-to-peer support that you would get from your coach or whoever invited you into this, because we host monthly accountability groups, all virtually. So it's basically like your virtual gym that you check into every day to be inspired, to connect with people just like you that are on the journey. And we get to do it together and empower one another, and just be that shoulder to lean on if you're having a rough day. You say what you need to say, and it's kind of like therapeutic in a way. But we all get it, because we're all human and we all deal with those struggles. So that's what the accountability is that goes along with everything else. We have amazing supplements to go along with the fitness aspect. And I firmly believe now in this day and age, like I said earlier, the air we're breathing, the water we're drinking, the food we're eating, we need supplementation in some way, because we're not getting it enough. And it's the reason why so many of us are dealing with constant fatigue and stress and bloat and inability to lose weight and thinning hair and bad skin and not sleeping well. Like, all of that contributes to what we're consuming, what we're breathing, what we're drinking. And obviously we're not getting enough in our daily diet, so supplementation is needed, but just the right amount, not to overdo it. But we offer that one product that is specific to the coach community only. Like, we have this product to offer our clients if needed, if that we see the solution, we see the need for it in them, and that's Shakeology. And whether you've heard of it or not, it has become that one product that so many other companies try to copy, but they can't touch what we have. And it is a product that I have become so passionate about. It was a product when it started, I just was looking for something to get me off those last 5 to 10 pounds. Like I had a goal weight to reach, and I was trying to get off that plateau. And that's the reason I started it, not knowing everything that is in it, everything that it is about. But now over these past 3 years, from every time I hear the scientists, nutritionists speak of it that actually formulated it, to the research behind it, to what goes into every single bag, to what I'm consuming on a daily basis, it's insane. Insane. And it's not your run-of-the-mill, it's not a protein shake, it's not strictly just a meal replacement shake. It is a super dense superfood nutrition shake. It is supplementation, and it's supplementation of all of those foods and ingredients and superfoods, vitamins, minerals, pre and probiotics, adaptogens, immunity boosters, everything that we cannot physically consume in many meals in one day, let alone one, or be able to afford over the counter for everything that is in just one glass. And the research and development behind it is insane. They go from all over the world. The process, it's a 10-step process that it goes through, the certifications that go into it, the foods that go into it. Like, there is nothing false in it, no artificial anything, no soy. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful harmony of all these ingredients and the right amount of the ingredients. There's nothing over that would just be basically rejected from the body because there's too much of it in it. It is the right amount of every ingredient in that your body will be able to ingest, digest, and consume at the cellular level, so that those voids, those missing links in your internal health, that environment that is internally in you that creates all of those issues you may see on the outside, they start to basically heal over time if you drink it on a consistent basis. Just like you would take one multivitamin every day, you would consume one glass of this. And it can either be enjoyed as a really healthy meal that tastes like a dessert, or it could be a really healthy snack. And for instance, when I was breastfeeding my girls, it was a snack because it was those extra calories I needed. But now it has become a meal for me again, because it's everything in one glass that I could not even fathom getting in the meal, nor is it complicated. You literally throw stuff in a blender, you enjoy it. It keeps my hand and spoon out of my girls' mac and cheese in the afternoon, keeps me on track, and it has been a part of my lifestyle for over 3 years now. And I know when I miss a glass, my body feels it. And it's crazy on how the nutrients that are in it are just those nutrients that we're missing, because the soil and the air and the water is not what it was 10, 20, 30 years ago. It's a different world. And that's what creates all these different stresses on our body. And, you know, the crazy thing and the scary thing too is that what I've come to find out is that the FDA, they have those little FDA notes on packages, and it says not approved by the FDA or approved, but it's like there is always a certain percentage, and I don't know that exact percentage, but there is. There are still percentages that companies can get away with of the ingredients in there. So do you really know what you're consuming? That's what's scary. And I know from the tried and true testing and everything that's gone in Shakeology, you have nothing to be afraid of. And I have everything to back it up too. But like I said, it's everything that I keep falling in love with. It's what I hear from the co-creators of it on a constant basis. It's crazy, and truly it's a gift to give your body every single day. So we have that one solution to help people if they feel like they're struggling with nutrition, or they feel like they're dealing with deficiencies on a regular basis. So you give your body what it needs to thrive rather than survive. We have Shakeology. We have the Fixate portion control system. That is those little color-coded containers that you may see on commercials, or maybe in your friend's kitchen. You know, it just helps put things into perspective when it comes to nutrition, because majority of us are overeating or not eating enough. And that's why we fall into these pitfalls of not reaching the goals that we want to reach. So this just helps put things in perspective. We offer, there's plant-based and holistic cleanses that are easy on the body from 3 days all the way to 21 days. We now offer a kids-friendly smoothie as well, which is all of their daily veggies and fruits and healthy fats and proteins in one glass. So if you have kids in school, they come home from school, you know that they've been snacking and not eating good stuff at school all day, you can rest assured that they're at least getting a healthy snack when they come in the door. And my 2 daughters love the banana strawberry, and I can tell the days that my oldest does drink it, she's a completely different person. Like, sugar is everywhere nowadays, everywhere, no matter what you eat. And when I could tell when she has too much sugar in her system, she is a person you don't want to deal with. You want to back away from, and it just becomes very frustrating and stressful on me. But when she drinks this, it's like the nutrients that I know her body is missing because she's in that toddler phase, like she lives on carbs and cheese and pasta and all that stuff. Like, I am rest assured that she's at least getting the nutrients she needs, and she's a much more pleasant kid when she gets them, and I can tell. It's crazy. And then obviously we have Beachbody On Demand. Like I said, that is your Netflix for fitness. That is everything. And at this rate, they are adding at least a program, up to 3 programs every quarter of the year. So your library is constantly being filled with new solutions to help you, to keep you motivated, to get you excited, just like you would be going if you were a gym. You get to try out different trainers, go to different classes. Same thing for this. You get to work out whatever trainer you want, whatever trainer you jive with, any type of form. I mean, there's something for every level of fitness, whether you're beginning, whether you're advanced, whether you're coming off of an injury, whether you're pregnant. Like, we have a solution for everyone. And it's growing. It's continually growing. And the cool thing too is, like, if you decide to sign up with an annual membership, it's one fee and you never have to pay for additional workouts throughout the year. Like, you just automatically get these new workouts. It's pretty cool. So that is basically Beachbody in a nutshell and all of the types of tools that you could offer. But then who is exactly Fearlessly Made? You know, like I said, when you sign on as a coach, you get to be a part of an amazing community and you get to be part of your own brand. You know, yes, we live and love the lifestyle, but we're not billboards for Beachbody, nor do we try to be. We are people that just want to share what we're doing and show other people it is possible. Even if you live the busiest of life, you still can take time for yourself. So I quickly want to read you our mission as a team, because I think it's something pretty cool. It says a little something about us because we are a big network, and I don't know if maybe in the past you were invited to another glimpse by another team or have been doing research on your own. You kind of have to go with who you jive with. And I get that. You know, how I do things may not be your cup of tea, but I want you to know who we are about. So Fearlessly Made coaches are all about stepping outside of your comfort zones. Boxes don't exist unless we let them. So it's about busting out of our own bubble and following our heart, our passion, and our mission and what we feel is right and will make this world a better place, one person at a time. That's it. Just one person at a time. We are a team that lives without fear or regret. We strive fearlessly to make a difference every day. Fearlessly Made. We know the journey will be tough at times, but we have a brave enough heart and a big enough why to continue moving forward in a way that we love, that excites us, that keeps the momentum alive and keeps our purpose going. We don't compare to the person next to us, but we define our own success and our own path through a platform that encourages us to be our best true self. That's what Beachbody gives us, to be our best and to live our best. As a lifestyle coach, we inspire, we motivate, we lead by example, and truly, we are real people. That's it. We're human. We support customers as needed, whether it be through a Beachbody solution or not. We run monthly accountability groups to plug our clients into to help them reach that success, because honestly, we are in the relationship business and the relationship does not end when they decide to commit to something. That's where the relationship begins. And me personally, if someone decides to invest in a solution that I can offer them, I am theirs for life, and I'm here to help them through whatever life throws at them. You know, I am always here for them. They are my client for life. So I want to provide them the best support, whatever season of life they're in. And I can plug them into my monthly fit studios, as I like to call them. And it's their online gym for support and community and a positive environment to stay motivated, to stay on track, to keep moving forward. You can instruct live classes if you so wish. That's the other end of coaching. Like, you don't have to do any of it. You can just become an instructor and teach and fulfill that passion of yours. You basically just help others reach their health and fitness goals, and even we have ways to reach financial goals if they so choose. And we lead by example. We're constantly a work in progress, and we do not put ourselves out to be fitness experts by any means. Yes, you can be. Yes, you could have gone to school for it. Yes, you currently can teach classes, but we're just real everyday people that have gone through the journey ourselves. We've seen results in some way, and now we want to take our knowledge, our struggles, our moments of failures, and teach other people how to overcome them, get past them, and reach their form of success. If you decide that this is an opportunity that you want to pursue in some way, more than just starting in your own health journey, like obviously you can start. Just start with yourself. That's all I ask, is start with yourself in your own health journey. And then through that, you have the opportunity to then make something more of that and to reach other goals in life you may have. But if you decide to do it, we do help you get started. We teach you the basics. I came into this not knowing much about social media. I have no degree or background in marketing. I knew I was not on Instagram. Like, everything has changed so far. And we teach you how to use social media basically as your classroom, because that's what it becomes. You start to look at social media differently. You look at it in a positive way. You look at it as an outlet to basically just inspire. It's not just posting family pictures or sending a link to someone. It becomes a classroom. So especially if you are of a teacher mindset and background, this would go hand in hand. It's a perfect, teachers have been very successful in this opportunity because you are just literally teaching the lifestyle. You're just someone that is living the lifestyle. You want to share your knowledge with others. You continually want to learn yourself and just help them make positive changes one day at a time. That's it. Everything that makes you, your hobbies, your lifestyle, your background, your struggles, all of that becomes your brand. And that's what makes you so unique and will set you apart from anyone else that is in this network. I always tell my new coaches coming on the team, keep your blinders on and just keep your vision forward. We teach you what you need to know, the basics you need to know, what you have to do on a daily basis to achieve success over time. But you got to stay in your lane. Keep your blinders on and just focus on you. Pretend there's no one else around you. And just do you. Share you completely, 100% authentically. Be transparent. Share your story. Your story is your greatest tool you have. And some people only think, well, I don't have a story. I don't have any big transformation. Well, neither do I. But I have parts of my story that are relatable to others. And that's what I share. That's what I inspire other women with, because to know that if I've been through these struggles and they have too, we can overcome together. We can get through this together. And we help you understand, figure it out, get started, create that launching pad, and we continue giving you training. I'm just reading my notes here. So it's basically being you authentically and showing others how the lifestyle works, whether you choose to use these programs or not. If you are a person that currently goes to the gym, you teach at the gym, you love the gym, you don't want to give up the gym, don't give up the gym. I'm not telling you got to change everything. But if you're helping people, it's kind of like you just have a toolbox. And now you have more tools in your toolbox to help people. And you could still keep your gym membership, do your gym thing, but this is just something in your back pocket that can help on those days maybe you can't get to the gym. There's so many ways of looking at this. It doesn't have to be a one-track mind, like thinking, I'm going into this, I'm only Beachbody, I can only help people with Beachbody, like that's my only way. No, it isn't. It is just one little aspect of all the tools in your toolbox to help people, but now you have this bigger platform to help them, to inspire them, to pour your passion into, all of that. This is basically, like I said, a relationship business. We are all about the relationship. We could care less if we make a sale. It's about connecting with like-minded people and helping them with whatever that may be. So How you earn as a coach, this is the big question. So you earn through commissions. So initially as a coach, you earn 25, you actually earn 15% all the way up to 40% in commissions, depending on what the product is that you help someone with. That is basically your initial way of making money. But if you choose to build a big business, you choose to build the business aspect of it, and by that you are basically adding like-minded people to your team, that's where income can truly increase, because there are other avenues, and I'm not going to get in all tonight because you're just trying to digest all of this, but there's bonuses, there's incentives, there's all of that contribute to your financial success in this. And that's all through, that comes with time, and we basically teach you that in our training that we would put you through. We do offer a new coach training in addition to what Beachbody would provide you. It is a self-paced training. You aren't forced to do anything, watch anything, listen to anything on times that you can't. We know we're all busy, and if you truly want it bad enough, we feel like you're going to go through the training. You can either complete it in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, whatever it is. Like, it's at your pace. It's your business. Once you decide to sign up as a coach, and you want to work it as a business, it's your business. So you got to take ownership of that. But if you choose to sign up as a coach and just for the discount, then enjoy the discount. That's it. We'll never ever pressure you to do anything you don't want to do. We do host monthly team calls to help you continually learn. We have access to Facebook group, like what do you call them? Integrated groups. So basically we have our team page that you would be a part of, that we can continually give you trainings and recognition. We have access to the 2 teams above us as well, so that's additional trainings. We are literally a tribe that helps one another. We are a tribe that is not basically a pyramid scheme. That's the one thing we get a lot is, are we a pyramid scheme? And if we were, we would not be in business, because that is illegal. Basically, if you signed up tomorrow and you gave it your all for 3 months, you could surpass me easily. Like, I'm never in the one spot. Anyone can go above me. Anyone could do more than me. It's all up to you. But as a team, we help one another. That's what's crazy. It's like, we want the entire team to be successful, not only because it helps us as a team, but basically it's because we want success, to see everyone have their own success in their own way, because we are owners of our own businesses. And when I know when I personally bring someone into Fearlessly Made, I'm excited for them, because I know that they get to take their passion and mission and put it into something that they love and can make their own. And I want nothing more than to succeed. We have the opportunity to own a business without all the overhead and stresses and struggles that come with it. We get to make it our own. We're given the tools. We get the trainings. We continually live in the student mindset, and we just go. We just go. And it's all up to you on how fast you decide to run. You run, I'm running with you. You decide to walk, I'm walking with you. Like, that's the mentality we are. So if you decide that this is something maybe you want to try, knowing that there is no long-term commitment with it, there is no contract with it, you can sign up tomorrow, you can cancel by the end of the week if you feel like I made a big mistake. But it's 100% money back guarantee. You can cancel anytime. But if you decide, like, what is the cost of signing up? What if I want to just try this? What if I just want to start with myself first? Maybe you're just trying to get on a health journey yourself. You want to improve it. You want a better option for yourself, because right now you got a busy household, you're working full time, you can only make it to the gym 2 days a week, if that. You don't feel like you're getting enough out of it, so you need other solutions to back that up. Start with yourself. So we always feel like the best solution, and actually the solution that I have seen the greatest results with, is through a challenge pack. And a challenge pack is basically a fitness solution, supplement solution, fitness, nutrition, and the support. So basically your best option is Beachbody On Demand, because you have everything for one cost, nothing. You'll get everything. Guides, workouts, continually getting new information. It's the best value, instead of just investing in one thing where you can have everything. And then you could get either 1 month of Shakeology to try to see how that starts to align your internal environment, or the performance stack, because I forgot to mention that. We have a whole performance line, which is NCV certified and is backed by Ironman. It's all holistic approach to sports nutrition, all natural, plant-based. We have whey options, and they're still in formulation for some vegan options with it too. But it's an amazing approach to repairing, rebuilding those muscles after you break them down. But we have the performance stack too, which is the pre and post workout supplements. And then you get plugged into the monthly accountability group, and you just start on you. That's it. Focus on you first. But you get everything in that one-time cost package for yourself. You can choose to go that route, and then your $40 sign-up fee as a coach, it's $40 to sign up as a coach, is waived. So you don't have to pay the $40. You just invest in the challenge pack and you start your journey. You could take that route. If you've already invested in a challenge pack, you're already on your journey and you're thinking, okay, I want to sign up now just for the discount because I want to get my supplements on discount. Or you're thinking, maybe I'll just dabble in this. Maybe it'll just be a fun side hobby for myself. Whatever it may be, check in the group below here, because I've actually broken it down into like the different phases of what type of coach you may fall into. It's a graphic. Look down towards the bottom of the page and check that out. But you can sign up just with the $40 fee and get it reimbursed because you've already invested in a challenge pack. So that's free. You can just invest in Shakeology. Maybe you already have a really killer fitness plan. Like I said, you're already going to the gym, you're already going to CrossFit, you're already an instructor, and you just want better nutrition. Then start with just Shakeology or the performance stack, and then also along with the $40 sign-up fee. There is no annual fee. There is a monthly fee of $16.95, but there is no long-term contract or commitment. You can cancel at any time. It has the full money-back guarantee, bottom of the bag. Even with Shakeology, you can enjoy it for 30 days and totally dry up the bag, and you can return it if it isn't jiving with you. But the $16.95 monthly membership fee is basically, if you decided to work the business, it takes care of all of those business fees. Like if you were to open a brick and mortar down the street, you think about all the cost that goes into that, with the lease or building the property or building the building, hiring on staff, paperwork, legal fees, equipment, all of that. I think thousands and thousands of dollars before you've actually opened the doors to your business. Well, this is $16.95 monthly. Gets you all of that. It takes care of customer service. You never have to store product. You never have to host parties. Everything is done with you. Shipping a product, returning a product, customer service, your websites, all of that taken care of for you. But if you even chose to do it strictly just for the discount, you are still saving with signing up as a coach rather than not having the membership at all. You know, I like to call it, you're either a preferred member or you're a coach. The preferred members use it strictly for the discount. You're never pressured into doing anything. You just enjoy the discount. You get your product at the lowest cost. But if you're looking to do possibly something with it, well, then that's where that $16.95 is being funneled into and how it breaks down. But you're still saving if you have it. So you're saving about $20 to $25 a month, which over time saves you about $200 a year if you're using it on a consistent basis. So it helps. If you are actively serving in the military, or maybe your spouse is, or you're a veteran, we do offer the military discount, which basically your monthly fee of $16.95 and your sign-up fee is waived. We are big supporters of those that serve, so you wouldn't have that monthly cost. You would just have to provide, obviously, some type of form to make it relevant to show them, yeah, I serve, my spouse serves, and then that's it. You don't have to, and then as long as you want to keep it, you keep going with it, and if you ever choose to cancel, you cancel it too. Let me see. But that's it, you guys. I think that's it. I'm trying to think other questions that I had. If you have any questions right now and you're watching, let me know. I know I did get a question earlier this week from someone, and she asked me, how, do you have to do this full time? How do you make it work with your schedule right now? So if you follow me on Instagram, I answered this earlier this week too. But you have to remember, when I first started coaching and going all in with it, I was working full time. I was working a 9 to 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night type of job. I was a new mother. My daughter was in her first year of life. We had just moved into a house. We're making our house our home. We're trying to find our footing in everything. And here I am, a new mother, trying to figure out how to be a mom, starting to actually build a business and dive into learning everything and how to do it properly. And I basically worked my business in between those free pockets of time. I call them power pockets of the day. So when I was working full time, I would get up early, and I still get up early. I crave that time because it's quiet. No one needs me at that time. And I appreciate it. I get my day going on the right foot. But I got up at 5. I would get my workout in. I would check in with my clients in the virtual accountability group. And I would do, if I had time before I had to get my daughter up and off to daycare, I did it. But I got her up, went to work, I was at work, lunch hour, I had an hour. So at that time, I would then plug into my virtual accountability group. I would respond to any messages that are in my inbox. I would connect with new people. That time was focused time where I could eat and maybe I can do something to catch up on. And then I'd come home, I'd finish the rest of my workday, come home, make dinner, be mom, spend time with my husband. She would go down, and if needed at night, I would dedicate time to doing those activities that we would teach you on growing a business. And that would be at night. So that happened for an entire year. And it was tough. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was tough. But I had a big enough reason why I wanted to be home. I wanted to be home with my daughter. I wanted to be more present. I wanted to get out of those busy times a year where I had no control over it. And I was coming home not fulfilled, not happy. I was dreading Mondays. It wasn't what I wanted it to be or continue living the life in the long run. So I had a big enough why to keep me going every single night. Then when I was at that moment in my business to say, okay, I can either decide to stay and continue doing what I do, or I have the opportunity now to step away because I've reached a certain level where we broke down financially what I could do, and I was able to come home because basically my paycheck wasn't much. I was basically paying for my daughter to be in daycare. So I was paying for someone else to watch my daughter just so I could go to a job that wasn't fulfilling me. And we figured, let's go for it. Let's try it. We saw where the business was headed. I believed in myself from day one. I never doubted myself or my abilities or what this company was believed in and not going anywhere. And I gave it my all. So now my days involved still getting up at 5. I still get my workout. I thrive on personal development. I do prayer. I do all of that before my daughter gets up to go to school. She goes to school. Then I still have a little pocket of time before my youngest gets up. I do activities I need to then. I have a planner that I live by. So on the weekends, I plan out my week, what needs to be done between family and business and my activities. So I know what I'm doing every day when I sit down at the computer. Believe me, we help teach you time management and all that kind of stuff. And then we go, and I'm on mom time, the middle of the day, from the time my youngest gets up until they go down for their nap. Mom time. I'm doing things that need to be done, errands, play dates, classes, whatever it may be. They go down for their nap, I work. And I usually have about 2 to 3 hour good focused time work where they're sleeping and I can do what I want to do. And it's my time to just be me. Like, I'm not mom. I'm not needed by anyone. I get to be Heather Ann, and I get to be what I'm so passionate about and dive into and just connect with a community that I thrive on. So I get to be that. It gives me purpose. It gives me passion. It excites me. I could lay down and nap with my daughter, and I could be doing other things around the house, but this is what fulfills me. And my husband's on the same page as me. He's like, you are working basically a full-time business, Heather Ann, on part-time hours. And I get it. I know that those are your times a day, and I'd rather you be working them then so we can have time at night. Yes, there's some evenings like this where I'm connecting with you, they're in the basement playing, but I'm here with you, and we're on the same page with things. And some nights I do work, some nights I don't. It all depends on what I get done in my day and what type of goals I'm trying to reach. So it really, when I was working in an office to where I'm working now, it always has been about those power pockets of time. We all have those moments of our day where are being filled with actions that really aren't doing anything for us, whether that's watching a TV show that we really love, which can be DVR'd and watched at a later time, whether that's scrolling the news feed of mindless information and we're not really getting much out of it, listening to the radio when we can be listening to personal development and stuff that grows us mentally into a better person. Like there's always these pockets of time that we're not really doing anything that makes us better, but we can always put them on hold to when we really want to dive into it. Like Friday night, I disconnect. The weekend, I disconnect. And that's when we watch our favorite shows. We have a movie, a date night out of it. Or we go and do something, out with the kids. Like all of that stuff that, could have been done during the week, but we save it to when it really matters. So it helps you reprioritize your day into making it, I guess, more fulfilling life, if you will. So, if you just set fear aside, take fear out of it, if fear is there, it's probably because there's something you feel here, because we all about the heart, about the mission, the love of yourself, the love of helping others. I mean, if you have a heart to help, if you feel like you're meant for more in life, if you feel like there's a bigger purpose that you don't even know what it is yet, and maybe coaching would lead you to it. Maybe just diving into yourself and making yourself a better person first will help you realize the bigger picture. There's something about this opportunity I feel opens so many other doors, and doors that you never imagined were possible. Like that's what's so cool. But it's the fears that propel you. It's the failures that set you up for better success. It's those failures that teach you lessons to be better in everything you do. You are talking to a 100% introvert. I'm a homebody. I love to be at home. Social situations make me nervous, make me anxious, but that's who I was 3 years ago. And through these 3 years, the person that I've grown into, I wouldn't be doing this right now. I wouldn't thrive on going to social situations and just hanging out with people and talking about anything. Like, it has helped me mentally and in the communication aspect of everything so much easier. Like, I don't get stressed out about those things anymore. And I never would have been that if I wouldn't have had this, because my graphic design job never gave me that. I was stuck in my bubble. Like, this has broadened everything about me, and I'm definitely not the person that I was 3 years ago, which is really cool. And I never thought I would be this person in a leadership role, in a role that people look up to. It's pretty cool. And I feel like I'm truly living out my purpose that I was put on this earth to do, and I'm not going anywhere. So this is me. You're going to see me for a long time here until whenever. But I hope that whatever I shared with you tonight, whether you decide to join us or not, or take time for yourself, I hope something spoke to you and maybe shed some light onto what your life is truly doing for you right now. Are you living a life that's going to create a legacy that others are going to follow, that you want others to remember you by? Are you doing something that is making you so happy, so fulfilled, filling your cup every day? It may not be with this, it may be with something else, but hopefully it makes you think. Hopefully it makes you understand, I have control. I can make a difference. I can change what my current situation is. I don't have to do what society tells me. I don't have to do what others expect of me. It's my life. And if I so choose to create my own business, to do my own thing, to work on my health, be happier, then do it, because you have one life. I'm just telling you this from experience, because I was the person that was shy, that was fearful, all of that. And if I wouldn't have taken the leap on myself because I believed in myself without thinking of any other outside circumstances, not knowing what's ahead, forgetting about what's in the past, focusing on today. What do you want today for yourself? And knowing that what you do today is going to set you up for a better life tomorrow. All right, guys. All right, well, thank you so much for taking time on your evening to join me tonight. The recording will live on this page until next month when we do this again. We do this on a monthly basis. We continually pop in some new information to this group too, so if it's something that you still need to ponder and think about, do so. Connect with the coach that invited you into this group. Talk to them. Tell them your fears, your concerns, your questions. We are here to help you resolve anything that you're thinking about. But we hope to see you be announced into our team in the coming days. But we also understand that it has to make sense for you and your goals in your life. But thank you again for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and a great rest of your week, and happy spring.